So, a very good morning. How are you?
Very good morning to you. I am fine. Thank you. Thanks for asking this beautiful question because this is the conversational starters. And if the conversational starters are very good, smiley, then the conversation goes in a smooth way. And this is an excellent way to start the conversation. So, absolutely fine and amazing. And what about you?
Yep, doing excellent. Thank you for your lovely concern and eagerly waiting to have a conversation with you. And today I got this opportunity. So, I'm very glad for that.
Thanks for your kind and precious words for me
Uh-huh.
because in this, you can say, era when everyone is preoccupied with his own, you can say the activities. One is, if one is eager to have a conversation with someone, it means that he is regarding or he is giving value to that person. So, thank you so much.
Mhm. I have seen several of your videos, and as you have accomplished a lots of thing in your life, okay, you have like since a long time you have been running your YouTube channel, okay. So, yep, I'm trying to follow you and trying to do the things which you have done earlier to make yourself better. Okay. So, so the first and foremost thing which I wanted to know from you that how long you have been learning this language. Okay. And what are the obstacles and setbacks you have faced while learning this language?
This is very important question, and the important question is in this way that every English learner wants to know the hurdles, setbacks, and the drawbacks, and you can say the stumbling blocks in the
Mhm.
way of English learners. So I started my English journey, you can say 15 years back when I was the student of 10th grade. That
Okay.
was the first, you can say, the stage when I started my this journey unconsciously. I was not consciously learning this journey because I was so passionate. I was so curious to know this particular language because
Mhm.
I had this perception in my mind that the person who knows this language is regarded, is respected, because in our school level or in our school, you can say the arena, most of the English teachers were very respected in the
Right.
eyes of the other teachers, in the eyes of the student, and that thing clicked my mind.
Right.
And one more thing was that my Miss Ma'am Jamila was very sportive, and how she was sportive, she used to give us a topic. Like
Mm-hmm.
there were summaries in our textbook. So she used to give us a topic that you have to write down essay or a summary from 2 to 3 pages, and we have to elaborate it in our own words. That was the greatest thing.
Right, right, right. I can accord with you that the thing is that we have to work periodically. Okay. Meanwhile, we are going to get the obstacles. Okay. There are going to be the stepping stones when while you're learning. Okay. So the thing is that you have to work consciously. As you stated that at the 15 years ago you were unconscious that you are learning this language. But if someone wants to learn this language, they should be conscious about this thing. Okay, they should be conscious about that they are going to face the obstacles, the stepping stones. Okay, so they do not need to worry about that. But the thing is that they have to work periodically every day. Okay, that's how they are going to achieve whatsoever they are desiring. And the first and foremost thing is that whatsoever they have learned, they have to refine it again and again, right? And nowadays we can feel that the English is become as an status quo in Asia. Okay, you can also feel that nowadays it's become a status quo in Asia. If you want to get a good job, okay, or if you want to work in any of the MNC company, okay, or if you want to go for your higher studies, so definitely you need to be prominent, or you need to have that proficiency in this language, right? So what's your take on this point?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Because English is a status quo, you can say that because high level of respect and honor is attached with this language. Because
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is because of the global language.
Right.
Everything is in English. If we are pursuing the higher education, if we are pursuing the doctorate degree, if we are pursuing the engineering degree, each and every syllabus is now in English language. And
Mm-hmm.
there is a marked difference. If there are two candidates, one is a skilled person who has a lot of knowledge regarding that particular profession, and the other person who has not much skill but who has proficiency in English language. Society will prioritize, society will give importance to that person who has proficiency in English language. So we can
Correct.
easily visualize the importance, and you can say the respect of English in this society. Because when we are having our interview, even the interviews are conducted not only in our national language, interviews are conducted in English language. This is the level of respect we have attached to this language. And whether we know or whether we want or whether we do not want, we have to learn this language.
And undeniably, it's a fact that from education to employment, or from movie to music in terms of entertainment, or if we consider in our daily communication, English has acquired some expect role in our daily life. It has already acquired, right? As you stated that if you want to go for your higher studies, then majority of the research papers and majority of the academic books, they are only available in this particular language only. Okay, so that's the another major reason you need to be have a you need to have a great proficiency in this language, right? And the second thing is that now almost India, Singapore, and Philippines, they have already considered English as a second language. Okay, and if I'm not wrong, China, Japan, and South Korea, somewhat they are also trying to integrate English as a integrate into their education system. Okay, so somewhat we can consider it's become a global language, right? So this is the another major reason why you need to work over it. And this is the plus point. Okay, but uh, do you feel that somewhat it's overshadowing the native language?
Yes, it is limitizing the you can say the prospects of native languages. Because
Mhm,
if our native languages are ignored sometimes, native
mhm,
languages are limited to only our homes, in the offices, in offices, in schools, in colleges, and ridiculed. So
right.
in this way, English has overshadowed the native languages, and native languages are now restricted to our homes only. And even in the homes now, the educated middle class prefer to speak with their kids in English language. And in coming years, it would happen that our kids would speak the English language. Now, what would be the status of native language? Where the native languages would stand? If our kids are now start speaking English language in the recent in coming 10 to 15 years, you can see, you can visualize, you can just imagine the scenario of our homes even. So I think that then the native languages would be you can say would be found in the textbooks related to regional languages or in documentaries only.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, so now what's our perception is formed is that if someone is fluent in this language, okay, so it's a quite obligatory that it's going to open a many doors and opportunity for them. Okay, it's you are going to have that privilege that you can connect with the people. Okay, the people who have diverse background sorry, the people who has diverse background, and the people who have a, you can connect with the people with different linguistic as well. Okay, the people who are across from the border. Okay, and you can also feel that if you are working as a freelancer, okay, or if you are working in any in any MNC company, so definitely English is going to be the one kind of bridge, right? So this is the another major
Yes,
reason.
it's
But the thing is that we should not, it's not like that we should have to forget about our native language. You do not have to work on it. Okay, so this is the thing. And the another the question, the another thing which is pondering in my mind is that uh, English somewhat is creating a class barrier in there is a certain areas or the underprivileged areas where there is a limited access of the English. Okay, where the people do not have that kind of privilege, or they do not have kind of that is kind of schools or the institution where they can learn this language. So somewhat it also creating a class barrier between speaking person and non-speaking person, right or wrong?
absolutely right. Disparity exists because there is a mind difference, and this kind of mentality has been developed in subcontinent, and you can say in the Asian countries, and this barrier is going to be widened with the passage of time, because the person who is speaking English language will has this image in his mind that he is an educated person, and the person who is not fluent in English language, that person is not a valued person. I have to have a difference with that person. So if you have presentations in the office, if you are going to attend any ceremonies or local ceremonies as well, you will witness this class difference, and you will see there are different kinds of groups talking to themselves, and the persons who are not fluent in English, who have not this knowledge of English language, they will hesitate even to approach that group,
Right.
even to approach that group. We are not talking about that he will speak to that those persons. This is the kind of difference we are witnessing in our society,
Mhm.
and this
Right. Right.
difference is created on the basis of this language.
So we can consider this can be the reason of discrimination in the upcoming time, right? So this
Yes,
is the
discrimination would
yeah,
be visible and invisible.
yeah. So this might be the another reason that why an individual should aspire to learn this language, right? Because
Everyone should speak this language, not for the purpose of personal development, but for this perception in his brain that he has to take participation in the society, he has to
Mhm.
move in the society, he has to get the progress. You can say the progress steps in the society. If he want to change his life, he definitely has to speak this language.
Definitely, definitely, I can accord with you. It's not about the personal, but it's also uh, about the professional growth, right?
Yes,
And nowadays, in most of the schools, from the early age, from the early age, they are starting training. They start training, giving the training to the students to speak English. Okay, so that from the initial age, they do have that kind of ambience. Okay, so in future they can climb the corporate leader, or they can work in a international environment, right? Because
but still the
if
traditional methodology is
uh-huh, go ahead.
yes, but still the traditional methodology is going on in the form of educational strata. You can see what is traditional methodology of education in English language is what we have witnessed. Words in English, meanings in our native language, then the structure of word sentence formation, and then there are questions, set questions, and their pet answers, and there are some exercises. This is the
Mhm.
rote learning. This is the cramming method. Now this method is doubled in the form of
Mhm.
science subjects. Now everything is in English, but teachers are making them comprehend in the original languages. Math is in now English language, but the way of communication, the way of teaching, the way of you can say approaching the students is in native languages. Until and unless we change this environment or we change this perspective, we cannot go ahead. No matter how many books are in English language, the method, the teaching method should be in English language so that we can have fruitful results, impactful results in coming years.